Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have what are their true intentions in love. And so in this reading, Sagittarius, I've put the cards down already because I'm using a newer deck. And so this is just how I do it over here. And so the cards are all here. And I feel like somebody's coming here. Whoever is coming is in transition. And they have grieved something here. The skull is here. So, and also we have the boar and the elixir. There's some type of, your person is coming from something that's toxic. I believe. They're not bringing any toxicity, Sagittarius, no. It's also possible this person has been drinking. We have the elixir. But with the boar here in the skull, I feel like they are coming from something toxic or where there was a lot of anger, possibly. Because we also have the dark card. And this person could be in this energy, the dark card, the dark. And this is Sylvia Plath. And, you know, she put her head in the oven, okay? And that's how she ended her life. And, you know, she's here. She had emotional problems. And, you know, her husband screwed with her and he was cheating on her. And she was home and she was like an intelligent woman, like a professor or something. I think she was a poet. But long story short, she kind of sacrificed her own, you know, to take care of her kids. And then, you know, he was screwing her over. I feel like that pushed her over the edge. But somebody here, you know, is, and that may not be the exact case here, but there's some type of dark energy here that somebody has endured. And, you know, the boar is here. Somebody's like angry here. Somebody, I feel like, or there could be, you know, it's also possible that your person is coming and they feel like there's danger involved here. There could be 3 people in this reading, or like there was at one time or something like that. But your person here, somebody's in retreat. We have the cave. And I feel like they are like healing or something like that. Yeah, and maybe they are kind of attending to their own grief. It's possible. We also have this card, Adas, and she who resists. But this is somebody who is like, you know, she has a knife here with a bunch of blood on it. She does. But this is fearless, justified, and resistant. Somebody here is resisting what somebody doesn't, like they don't care. They're just coming, they're coming after this. And they could be causing grief along that path. Yeah, they're being fearless. And they're justifying this, like, I have to go to Sagittarius, right? A little birdie came to me, or an angel in the middle of the night and said, hey, you better go be with Sagittarius. Your person, for some, might be an earth sign. And in this reading, I have shuffled these cards, and we have the Queen and the King and the Knight of Pentacles, like, a few times. And I say that because this is the deck of doubles. So there's, you know, there's doubles here. And, yeah, kind of like these people who are in power. They have doubles. They do. Because they have the technology for this stuff. They do. The clones and all kinds of weird shit. And yeah, they do. So, right now, the weather's really shitty out here. This is a hot month where I live. And for me, they did this on purpose. Because, you know, they can seed the clouds and bring rain. And they don't. They would rather say there's a drought. So think about that, you guys. But let's get back to this, right? Because, yeah, let's get back to this because I feel like it's really beautiful here. This reading, I feel like it's very deep. And so we have also psychism. So somebody's trusting their intuition, right? They could have ascended. They could have grown or, you know, raised their vibration. The 8 of Swords card is here too, and this woman's standing out in the rain. She is, and she can come in from out of the rain, but she's kind of standing there. We're going to see about that. We have Estefania, and this is she who surrenders, releasing bondage and chains, and that's what this person is doing to come forward. And I feel like they are suffering some type of ending here. Somebody could have been really angry here with the boar and the dark card. This woman was angry. Sylvia Plath was pissed off because her husband was like some college professor and he was out cheating on her. And she's, you know, she's like, you ass, I'm here like, you know, taking care of your kids and you're out cheating on me. So she, you know, Here she is with her bloody fingernails, looking like she's in a trance. The third eye is kind of over this cup here, like she's, creating a spell here, and doing a spell on somebody here. And her skirt is red veins. Yeah, it's pretty deep. And so, whoever's coming is releasing fears, releasing chains, and they're coming forward. And I feel like they could be dealing with some toxic situation, or something has been very toxic. It could be that they left somebody behind. And so whoever they're leaving behind in order to come forward, because there's some type of sacrifice in this reading. There is. And so let's see what we have for the Eight of Swords in this particular deck. And see what we have for Sagittarius. See what it says here for the Eight of Swords, because it's different. This is the Law of Attraction deck. Let's see what it says here. We need English. Let's see what it says. Eight of Swords. And here it is. And this is the crisis. Yeah, this person's in a crisis, a critical moment, like a turning point. Yes, discussions, bad news. Perhaps you will have to review your decisions and commitment in order to make your dream come true. That's what this person's doing, I believe. I feel like they are reconsidering a situation they're in, and they're like, I have to go be with Sagittarius. I feel like that's it. And this is a major turning point for this person and a critical moment. I feel like they're telling somebody else here that they're leaving, and that person is in a very dark mood or a very dark place. And also that person is angry with the boar. They could be grieving as well. And I'm not talking about your person. Your person is telling somebody else, I'm leaving. I'm pretty sure here. And your person had to, maybe they're going right into retreat after this, right? Maybe this has already happened. I feel like it happened here. And your person kind of felt like it was dangerous, so to speak, here. And I feel like you are, maybe it was just really hurtful and there was so much grief. But you here, Sagittarius, are wondering here, like, what's on your mind here? The Knight of Swords, facing this other knight here. Like, are they cutting somebody out? Are they going to come in quick and tell me about this? I don't feel like your person has bad news for you at all. Here you are hoping for judgment, like a rebirth. We have the Spiders card. Let's see what it says about this Spiders card. Yeah, and this is patterns. It could be planning. It could be. Let's see what it says here in this particular Spiders. We got two spiders in these decks, right? And there's a bunch of spiders in here. I was constantly like, every time I wake up here in the morning, there's usually a spider. Let's see what we have. It's because I have like a garden apartment, a garden cottage. I feel like that's part of it. Let's see what it says here about the spider. Yeah. And this is the free will, patterns, and self-expression. Yeah, the way he weaves the web, the spider, this is expression, self-expression here. Joys of creating your own reality, the threads of these patterns. The most important significance of the spider is its association, with fate and death. Wow. And this could be a dark aspect. I feel like this fate and death is for like, this person's coming after you because you're fated, Sagittarius, or you're doing this. But the death part is like, this is a fated ending. I believe it is. Patterns in life are revealed now so that you can consciously create what you want from this point onward. Yeah, they're coming to reveal to you here that they're releasing chains, I believe, and that they believe that this is fated. And, with the psychism card here and, the black cat and, over the pentacle, and it's kind of creepy looking here. But long story short, it's about somebody who is trusting their psychic abilities or their intuition. Situations that have been a little sticky for you are passing, and you no longer need to feel trapped by anybody or anything. With a new sense of freedom, you can move forward with threads that have personal meaning. And this person's ending something with somebody here in order to reunite with you. And this is very deep. And I feel like this person's probably already ending it, or they're doing it now. And somebody's fighting with them. With the boar, this is anger. The dark, she's pissed off here, okay? Real pissed off. She has this creepy eyeball coming out. She looks like she's in a trance with her bloody fingernails and skirt. And this is toxic energy here with the elixir. Your person could be grieving this transition, but I believe there's somebody else grieving here. And it's not you, Sagittarius. It's not. You're too busy worried about when they're going to show up for you in this reading. We don't have any grief here. The only thing for you here is you're fearing the tower. Like they're not going to try to like rebuild this with you, or, you know, or maybe you might be thinking that this person might try to hold up something that's broken here. Because we have Atlas trying to hold up the tower and it's already broken. Or, you know, the top part of the building is breaking off. You could be afraid here that maybe this person's going to maybe stay in a situation that's broken. Possibly. Maybe you're kind of doubting that this person will come back and like maybe kind of, you know, just kind of rebuild with you, possibly. So we have the King of Pentacles over here, and, you know, he's hiding the pentacle. Because this talks about somebody, I believe, who doesn't want anybody else to know their cards, to know their hand. Like, they're hiding their cards, kind of. And I don't believe this is for you. They could have done this to you in the past. Right? They could have been playing their cards really close to their chest, or being maybe deceitful with you. But what's on your mind here, Sagittarius, is you're wondering, are they coming in? And the Knight of Pentacles is over here, another Knight of Pentacles. He's falling here. He's trying to, you know, hold up his horse, but he's actually, you know, he's falling. Let's see what they say about the Knight of Pentacles. And this is an unexpected danger has come to this young knight. And we have the boar here, so there's danger here. I don't believe it's for you. Unless, you know, somebody's really angry, though. You know, somebody's real angry and jealous in this reading. I feel like they are. With Sylvia Plath here and the boar and the skull, and I feel like they are. Your person, this spider card talks about somebody like setting themselves free and, you know, spinning new patterns in their life and releasing whatever is stopping that free expression. Let's see what it says here about this knight. An unexpected danger has come to this young knight whose everything seemed perfect. Your person, I feel like you're probably dealing with somebody here who like thought their life was great. And I feel like they started thinking about you and they're like, no, my life's not great. I'm not with Sagittarius. That's what I'm picking up in this reading. And whoever they are, they have grieved to come forward or sacrifice something or both. He missed the pentacle as his horse started to buck because of a rat. Okay, they get a little silly here. Okay. Moreover, he himself is on the verge of falling off the horse. You're wondering here if this person's having a hard time, or maybe if they're in some type of danger, or just something like maybe if they're fighting with somebody, something like that. That's what you're kind of wondering here. Maybe they are coming to you and from far away or something, and you're concerned that they're in maybe some danger. Possibly. He seems, let's see what it says. It may have been hard for him to figure out even a rat approaching stealthily because he has agonized seriously and tried to put it into action. So this is what you are wondering, if this person has like agonized, and they have. If they've been in agony. No matter how thoroughly prepared, life may not be able to prevent such accidental coincidences. Yeah, this is somebody that your person's coming and they had to go through something hard here in order to either realize that you are their soulmate, that you're the one, or they have to shut down another union or something like that, or do some type of major sacrifice in their life. Life may not be able to prevent such accidental coincidences. Exactly right, because of fate and destiny. At least the worst will not happen as he tries his best not to miss the reins, but he will be in trouble if he loses his judgment in an instant. You could be like what's on your mind here? This could be your judgment about this person. It could. But I feel like what you are I feel like you are just concerned here about where this person is regarding this journey to come to you. It looks like you believe they're in some type of trouble or fighting with somebody or something like that. Or somebody is giving them a hard time. In the challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. And, this man is like begging the Queen. Yeah, he's down on his knees here. So this person might, it could be that they've done something to you here. And now they have to kind of beg for your forgiveness on some level. Maybe somebody's kind of begging them not to leave. And so your person here, for some, because this challenge means a few things. How that their challenge is affecting you, how your own challenge about them is affecting you, etc. So here he is on his knees. Maybe you think that somebody might beg them into staying with them. I mean, people do it. I wouldn't beg anybody to stay with me. Hell no. The only thing I kind of said, I ever kind of begged for, I told my kids, don't be taking that into your arm. Don't be doing it. They put all kinds of horrible things here, and I'm not going to mention it because somebody's going to get scared. But begging a lover, no, you're not going to beg anybody. You can try to say, hey, look what we have together, but you can never beg anybody. Because as soon as you beg, I'm sure you guys know this, but, it's showing a lack of courage. And when there's a lack of courage, there's already a lack of doubt. So you already put like a dark cloud over something when you beg for it, right? It's just a matter of psychology. So let's see what else we have. And the Queen of Pentacles is in the challenge where the man's begging he's begging the Queen. She's not even looking at him. She doesn't even give a shit here. Maybe you're afraid here. You could be thinking that this person, because you kind of have some type of compassion for them about either what they're going through, Sagittarius, or where they have been, or maybe you have compassion of what they have done to you. But in the challenge, you might be this could be also where they have to really apologize to you. And maybe you feel like they don't have the balls to do it for some. Because this is really deep here. It is. Judgment is what you want. You want the rebirth. And the Tower here is you're afraid they're not going to try to hold this up with you, maybe. Or you could be thinking it won't happen because maybe they're going to try to hold up some type of a union with somebody else or wherever they're at. Because it's already broken. The Tower was built on a really weak foundation, right? And, it's falling here, but the Atlas is trying to hold it up. So you could be in that kind of energy. Let's get a card on the challenge for you guys. Yeah, this is too deep. These cards are too deep. I feel like they are. So let's look at your challenge. We'll get a regular card here, regular tarot card, right? And we have the King of Swords. This isn't your challenge. They had to make a decision here, most likely. And, this King of Swords making this decision to come forward, as I said, maybe they need your forgiveness here. Because judgment is here too, right next to it. This could be part of the challenge. They might need your forgiveness, and, maybe you think that for some that, they don't, but there's a sacrifice being made in this reading. And it is for somebody's freedom with the spider. It talks about freedom. And so does this other card, Estefania, she who surrenders, chains, bondage, and release. So there's some type of decision here that had to be made here. And I feel like it has to do with sacrifice, releasing chains, and bondage. Yeah. So judgment is what you want, and the tower is going to be what you're afraid of. Let's see what, or doubting. It doesn't always have to be, wow, I'm so afraid. No. Page of Wands. See? You're doubting that you're going to have you're going to have a reunion with them. This is a renewal, the Page of Wands. You could be doubting that they're going to come put the work in. Like they're really going to try to maybe put this back together. Humpty Dumpty, possibly. Right? It's a possibility. They have, I'm saying it's a possibility of maybe how you feel here. But this is very deep. Now, your person has a star and the High Priestess. This High Priestess is typically, yes, it could be a water sign. But, we're talking energies here first. Right? This High Priestess is somebody who says, I'm trusting my intuition, but it might not be based on anything that is kind of, I'm not going to say regular, but anything that is kind of conventional, or maybe what other people think, or something like that. So she's looking out the window, and she put her she has a cracked throne here. Yeah, it's broken, and they're showing the cracks. And she put her hat down, or her crown, whatever they call that. It's not really a crown, but but it's not really a hat either. It's kind of in between. But she put it down because she says, I'm going with my own complete intuition. And it's not conventional. I feel like this person feels like you're fated and you're destined for them, and there's nothing conventional about this. Like, I have to follow my star, right? And that's the stars right here. They're following their star here. It's very spiritual here with the High Priestess and the star. So they're following their intuition about something that, for me, this person's lonely. Like they're on their own trip here to come. And I feel like somebody tried to stop them from coming, or slow them, or maybe judge them, criticize them, something. There's some type of mean energy in this reading, especially when we see Sylvia Plath here. Somebody could be majorly depressed in this reading. And it could be your person, but as I said, it could be somebody else. Somebody's cutting ties here, and they're creating their own freedom, or reaching for it, or taking it, or something like that. So the Page of Wands is here in their concern, or what's on their mind. Same thing as a concern, kind of. And this is what's on their mind. This is the Page of Wands who thinks he might make a mistake. But it's also the Page of Wands who, I feel like this person, because they have the Page of Wands here in the challenge. And this is a new path with you. And this is what you're afraid you're not going to have. Page of Wands here. A new direction, a new beginning, a new path. But over here, the Page of Wands is on their mind. I feel like this person was highly immature before. Because this talks about immaturity here. It does. With this Page of Wands, and he's dropping his wand. And the rabbit's looking at him like, wake up, ding dong. You're not supposed to be dropping your wand. So let's see what they have to say about the Page of Wands. This is, He sometimes has the urge to play pranks or make meaningless words and actions. I also feel like your person, they could have been playing tricks with you, just playing little games, right? Anything, it could be anything. This isn't my phone number you're calling, so don't call it again. I mean, your person did something to you here. They did. I feel like they did here. And I feel like maybe you have judged their character or something like that. Because there's some judgment in this reading. And it's not really, although it's here, but I feel like it's in a different, there's judgment or there's criticism, something like that here. Yeah. And I feel like this person was either immature or they played little games on you in the past. And you're like, look, don't play games with me. I mean, that's how I am. I'm like, yo, you really going to play games? You got to go. Time for you to go. I don't have time for that baby foolishness. And they might have played games with you because they were with somebody for some. Because there's some type of ending here. The skull. And she met her ending too. Sylvia Plath, she did. And there's a release here and a surrender. I feel like your person is probably waking up to the fact that maybe they were immature with you. I mean, there's no bigger turnoff than being with somebody immature. Because you can't really, you can't enjoy a really mature relationship with somebody who's childish or plays games. As a result, he would be seen to others or by others, and they will evaluate the Page of Wands lower than he actually is because his attitude isn't that serious. This is next to the challenge. They think you're judging them here. There we go. By what they have done in the past. They played little games here. And you didn't think they were serious because they were playing games. This person feels like this new beginning they want with you is majorly being challenged by that behavior. Because here, the magician, Sagittarius, they're afraid they can't manifest this. He's not in his power here. This is the other magician. In fact, he's sitting here very disappointed with themselves, like, I might not be able to manifest this with Sagittarius. Yeah, your person played little games. And I don't know any Sagittarians that like, I don't know anybody at all who likes that, but Sagittarius is about the truth. And not just that, we defend ourselves. We're like, what the hell? You think you're going to do this BS to me? No, you're not. You got to get the stepping. Yeah. Let's get a card here for Sagittarius' person. Yeah, they played little games here. And that's what's on their mind here because they feel like they're not going to have this new beginning with you. Your person feels like whatever games they played with you in the past could be their demise with you. But they're coming anyway because this High Priestess cards, this High Priestess says she's looking out the window at her new, like on a journey she wants to go on, but she doesn't care what anybody else thinks. And your person has grown in that, and that's what we have surrender and release in this reading. So let's get a card here on the Page of Wands in the challenge here. Let's see what we have. The Eight of Wands. They don't know if they can have change with you and this renewal here because of their babyish kind of BS ways over here, I'm pretty sure. Either deceitful, babyish, immature, and the Eight of Swords. See, they feel really stuck about it here. And they have the Eight of Swords over here, right? Which is a crisis. Your person's in crisis about this. They are. They're dealing with a crisis about this because, for me, they're transitioning out of something else, not knowing if you're going to be there. I feel like they're dealing with something toxic. Somebody doesn't want to let them go. That's how I see this reading. And somebody's damn pissed off. All these cards, the Boar and the Dark over here, this is anger and very dark energy because of that. And the Elixir can talk about a toxic situation. So what they want, Sagittarius, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. You know, they want this with you. They're hoping for change and they're hoping for this renewal here. The Queen of Cups typically, I feel like they're hoping for some compassion from you. I feel like they are. I feel like they want to tell you, I grew up and I woke up. Yeah. And this High Priestess over here can talk about somebody who kind of woke up too, even though, she's supposed to already be in her power, but she's seeing something that nobody else saw, something like that. She's seeing something brand new here. And I feel like this is what your person wants. They have the Magician in the fear. And as I said, he's slouched over with a very disappointing look on himself, like, I don't think I can manifest this with Sagittarius. Still, they're coming. And that is the tragedy here. It's not a tragedy, but for them, they're willing to, walk a really dark, narrow path in order to show up for you. But they're afraid here of their past deeds. That's what this reading is about. And we have the Emperor reversed. Yeah, and this Emperor reversed could be somebody who was very controlling. It could also be here that maybe, you might not be like, you might not have a lot of courage here to do this because of what they have done. The Emperor in the reverse, like, could be. And I also feel like this person has gained their power, and and now they're like, well, shit. I put myself into the Emperor's role here. I'm taking my power and my authority to go be with Sagittarius, but she might judge me, or he might judge me too harshly, and this will never happen. We're going to end this reading and go to the extended. I really want to see it. I really do. We're going to use this other deck, and they're all super affordable. We're going to look at your person's environment, how they feel about you, and how they see this whole situation, Sagittarius, what's unknown about them, and what they want to tell you, because they're coming soon. They are. And interestingly enough, in this reading, Sagittarius, for some, whoever this really resonates, they're coming with love, and this is what they're kind of really worried about. Well, I've changed and grown, and I don't know if Sagittarius will see it, will really recognize it, I believe. So thank you so much, you guys. All the readings are super affordable, and the link is below. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.